How's it going, guys? Cody, guys, back again, dropping out another video. Right, guys, this is a story in the Daily Mirror. It's about a child murderer, soham murderer, Ian Huntley, child murdering scumbag that he is. For those that don't know, in 2002, he killed Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman with Maxine Carr. The headline reads, Ian Huntley demands sex change to start a new life as Nicola in a woman's prison. The soham murderers requested women's clothing for Christmas, including a tweed dress and matching jacket, a blonde wig and some stockings, according to reports. Child killer Ian Huntley wants a sex change so he can start a new life at a woman's prison while insisting he has the legal right to be called Nicola, according to reports. The soham murderer has reportedly asked pen pals for a tweed dress and matching jacket, a blonde wig and some stockings for Christmas to wear in his cell. Huntley, who killed 10-year-olds Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman in 2002, wants to leave H&P Frankland and have a fresh start as a female in another institution, reports say. A source told the Daily Star Huntley believes that he will have a much cushier life in a woman's prison. Oh, one sec. But he's mistaken and he will have a far harder time from female prisoners. There are now a number of trans prisoners in Frankland, and Huntley is desperate to become a member of a group who will offer him a bit of protection. The 44-year-old is reportedly trying to prove to doctors he is serious about the change. Prisoners wanting sex change have to go through extensive psychological tests to ensure they are making the decisions for the right reasons. It is thought that Huntley has not yet made an official request for the sex change. Early this year, Huntley's tormented daughter revealed how her evil dad brushed aside her pleas to tell her why he murdered his victims. Haunted Samantha Bryan, 19, she says, she asked him to help her put the shame and anxiety that had blighted her life behind her. The teenager born after Huntley raped her mum Katie, 36, when she was just 15, wrote to him in prison begging, I need you to help me understand why you did it. But all the self-pitying child killer told her was, it was the worst day of my life. Samantha vowed never to contact the soham killer again, despite his pleas to visit him in jail. Now, the thing is, guys, right, the story's been covered by the Mirror. I've got to be honest, the story's nonsense, right? He may have, expressed a concern. There's no picture of a letter or anything like that. It's not, because I've covered stories about transgender prisoners before, there's like a handful in the prison system. I think there's about 70 plus in the prison system that are transgender. It's extremely hard. It's a very lengthy process, guys, right? Now, you've got to acquire a gender reassignment certificate, right? No, gender recognition certificate, sorry, RGC, right? And the fact is, right, you've got to be living as the sex you want to live in for a number of years. There's 3 ways you can apply for it. You've got an overseas one, you've got an alternative one, and you've got a standard. The alternative one, I think you've been living as the sex you want to live as for 6 years, up till December 2014. Or you can go for the standard, which has been, you've been living as the sex that you've wanted to be known as or live by, because you've got gender dysmorphia, meaning that you believe that you were born the wrong sex, for 2 years. So this is a long drawn out process. If Huntley is serious about going through it, people can't just send him in clothes and stuff. It doesn't work like that in prison. You have windows where, like, when you first go to prison, at Strangeways, for example, you've got 28 days to get your clothes handed in. And then after that, it changes. Some prisons it's 6 months, some prisons it's 12 months. People grow and change and stuff like that. And then you can get clothes parcels, and then it'll transpire, and then it'll open again for a short period, and then you can go again. So the fact that he's saying for people to send him tweed dresses and matching jackets and blonde wigs and stockings and stuff, if the story's true, which I take it with a pinch of salt, he will get a hard time in prison because, like I say, people are going to take the mick out of him. He's on the VP wing, so vulnerable prisoners, vulnerable in the sense that they would be attacked if they was in general population, so child murderers, paedophiles, rapists. But you've also got debt heads on there. It could be former police officers, former prison officers, gang members. Do you know what I mean? That goes on there, the sort of people you get on the VP wings and stuff. But like I say, it's a very lengthy process and stuff. You've got to, like I say, you've got to go through serious psychological tests and stuff. Because if he's doing it for the reason that he wants to be to a female prison, the fact that he's already raped his daughter's mum for the daughter to be born from that when she was just 15. Do you know what I mean? It could be a danger to female inmates. Maybe that his motivation could be sexual. He could be thinking that it's going to be a lesser, he's going to get a more cushier time in a female prison. Or he could just genuinely be born in the wrong body, but I'm more inclined to believe it's sexually motivated, or he thinks he's going to get a cushier time in a female prison. But like I say, it's a very lengthy process. It can take up to 5 years, and then you can get, like I say, you can get gender reassignment and stuff, surgery on the NHS. But again, is he going to pass the test? Is he going to go for it? You've got to apply to the government for it. There's a website. Like if you go for a gender recognition certificate, you've got to go through the government website. Very, very lengthy process. Don't think it's a genuine story, but who knows? Let me know what you think about the story, guys. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Cody out.